And Ruben in the blue corner on the sort of puke-coloured Game & Watch. Slight favour towards Khanage in their recent 6 sets. But their win at tea time fairly recently means Ruben at least has a shout at winning this game. As we were saying set versus Cool Kings, Ruben has access to Game & Watch's get out of jail free cards of down air and trampoline, which makes it rather more difficult for Khanage to apply pressure than perhaps he'd like. And also, just access to Reflector means your projectile usage is still fine, but it becomes a little riskier. Just you got to make sure you're doing it in a situation where if you're throwing a projectile, you can get out of the way of the projectile again if it comes back to you. I don't believe Turnip. No, it's an item. It wouldn't charge Bucket. And when I'm inevitably proven wrong by it going into the bucket, you can all yell at me in the YouTube comments. So far an even game though. That's the one you got to watch out for. The one where Ruben calls out your aggressive turnip usage by just throwing a bucket in your face, and then you just have to catch the turnip. And if it's a stitch face, which is an important detail to mention because it is Khanage, one that is going to come this game, or set at least, you got to be ready for it. Yeah, smash won't connect for Khanage. She is going to fade back here. Crab. Oh, doesn't time the wake up smash, and Khanage will go over that. There it is. I called it. I said it. Clip it. Ship it. Oh, almost. I almost called it perfectly. The Khanage just fades underneath the reflected stitch face. And will maintain the lead, because if that turnip hit that high and blast, I think that might have just been the stock, genuinely. So now, reset the situation off stage, but again, just trampoline is such a good move. It comes out so quick, is active for so long, and it's very hard for any character in the game to punish it, let alone Peach. Although to be fair, Peach is pretty good at calling out moves at the ledge. But Ruben not going to play the game, he's going to go high, and will make it back up stage, and will get the F tilt to secure the first stock. He's still at 135 down, but at least closing the distance to getting the lead again. Unfortunately, not a move that beats out the turnip though, as at least if it hits, it stops Khanage from pulling one, so perhaps it does. We'll get grabbed for his troubles though, as Khanage will once again find himself with the ledge trap attempt, but again, trampoline continues to be a disgustingly good move, and speaking of disgustingly good moves, however long Saviour Peach backwards aerial, it's kind of disgusting. So Khanage maintains the lead. Only like 100 built up with this stock. As long as he doesn't get cheesed by this back airs that Ruben desperately wants, extends the power soul to make sure he's able to at least get back onto the stage before being hit by down air. While charging him up smash. Remember when the gimmick was that all Game & Watch used to do was just spam down smash in neutral? I remember those days. It was probably perpetuated by some top level Game & Watches. But Ruben at least appears to be a little more conservative with his smash attacks, I will say. Once again, breaks through the turnip with the trampoline, and Ruben looking for a way to at least capitalise on this stock. Because Khanage has percent built up. A good back air will probably kill, but he does actually need to hit the move for it to kill. Shield rapidly decreasing, but Khanage not able to break it yet. Counter comes out very aggressively, and Ruben just fails his Ash grab. Jab won't kill, but at least get Ruben a chance to fish for the back air. No, chase him down. Khanage just going to play it nice and slow with the float. Walks for an F tilt though, and will give up the stock. Important detail happened there. Ruben rolled the hammer, so there's a 1 in 8 for the 9 now. That would perhaps bring this game straight back in his favour if he's able to at least hit it, because first you actually have to hit a hammer, which isn't the easiest thing to do in the world. Tries to fish for the air dodge to convert it into the F tilt to extend the combo, but no, gets called out for his troubles. And Khanage just once again baits out Ruben to pushing buttons, throws out the back air, will clean out the first game in a fairly convincing fashion. It wasn't a runaway victory, but Khanage definitely had the lead throughout that game. It's very fair to say there. It kind of looks like he's signaling for the run back, but I'm not sure. Nope, we're doing bans. And no, it is the run back. I mean, like, Small Battlefield's a good stage. It's like, I mean, it's a jam. It's just not the jam I was expecting today. I wasn't emotionally prepared for the shades. I'm sorry. Ruben goes to Small Battlefield, plays flat zone 2, puts on the shades, and refuses to elaborate. So now we'll see if all of this combines enough to give Ruben the power he needs to take this second game here in this best of 5. Right now, it does seem like Khanage is still more than happy to play at the ledge. Oh no, it's not Small Battlefield, it's regular Battlefield. That's actually a very important distinction to make. My apologies, but right now, what has happened here is Ruben's actually given himself an extra platform to work with when he's going for these trampoline hits, because now he can land and fish for a second up air like this. And that's going to be at least another bit of pressure that Khanage has to deal with. Of course, goes the other way, and the Khanage now has another platform to shark beneath, and that ends up being the case, but the up air train does go both ways after all, but given that Ruben has a very reliable way of forcing these sharking windows, that's really fair to say it does go a little bit more towards him overall. Just walks up F tilts. Tries to chase all the way out with the back air, but doesn't quite get the hitbox, and Khanage will punish the early up B with a up B of his own. Just air dodges too soon, falls into the F tilt, and Ruben actually capitalizes beautifully as Khanage tries to recover high, calls him out with the back air and at least get the lead here. All the power up is working, the power of the shades perhaps stronger than we first realized. So Ruben will play ledge, let's go with his shield, maybe for a parry, I don't know, either way, we'll give up his stock. This is the fry up. Nice text a little bit percent onto the back end of Khanage. They'll chase them off. Khanage will afford to play it slow and use the Peach Bomb to go over the top. Beautifully done there. And there's the aggressive F tilt, F smash, excuse me. Your Game & Watch special, where not only is it a pretty safe move, it also has the gimmick of having a really silly animation where it's not quite obvious what frame of it you're on, so you can just get caught up, oh, he's still got a decent chunk of it left to go, when actually it's ending and you're just walking yourself into a shield. Early counter for Khanage does work on multi-hits. Advantage Ruben. And he'll just run up, hit a chair and say, I'm taking the lead of this game quite convincingly right now. Tries to steal it, does Khanage with the up smash, but nope, not going to be able to find that one, as once again, the trampoline, the up airs, trying to shark it out. But not quite able to find the hits. Khanage just gets the grab back. And he's just happy to play this slow right now, because he knows running forwards right now is just going to end up with him being trampolines next Tuesday, so needs to play this one slower. And I say that, and he immediately gets hit by the trampoline for his troubles. And there's the smash attacks that I was saying, oh yeah, Ruben's been pretty good. No, he's reverted to classic Game & Watch. Turn up 1 hits, turn up 2 will not get the opportunity to hit. The attack up smash does not land. And the up air will clean out the stocks. Now Khanage at least has taken Ruben to the last stock, but might have to clean this up, because right now Ruben just feels pretty in command of this game, and this has been a not particularly unstable game so far, to say at least. Khanage just gets pinged back, will use the drift of the Power Assault to great effect to make sure he lives for now, but ends up doing a Peach Bomb. Oh, the second one! Ruben ready to call it out after the throw-up hits, and will get the stock and the set. No, the game, excuse me, not the set yet. It's currently 1-1 on it in the set overall, as Ruben realizes he doesn't need the power-up of the shades anymore. The Platinum 2 is not playing. He doesn't need it. Alright. So now it's a question of where are we dropping? And Bastion will be the pick for Khanage. I think it is his probably favourite stage, honestly, that we've seen him play frequently. So game 3. On Bastion, Khanage could do with taking both players, to be fair, because it does guarantee them a game 5 potential counter pick if we get there, or at least a chance to just close out in game 4. So if you were going to win either game 3 or 4, I would say you definitely want to be winning 3. But Khanage having the counter pick might be going pretty well for him here, as I don't actually know like how good this middle platform is for Game & Watch either, in terms of setting up for pairs, as he just gets a little bit too aggressive trying to run in for the down smash. And that's actually another thing about turnips as well, in that yeah, you can bucket them one way, but can't you just pick them straight back up? That was a miss input. I refuse to believe he intentionally went hammer over bucket there, and unfortunately gets up a little too aggressively, and Khanage tries to call out with the back air first, not going his way. Khanage goes for the early parasol, just waits it out at ledge, has turnip in hand, and once the bucket comes out, Ruben isn't going to hold it, and Khanage knows this, gets the call out on the wake up with it. And now one down air means he's able to get a good lead going. Doesn't get the trip, does get the trip, because Ruben tries to mash out at disadvantage, and Khanage ain't going to let you do that, buddy. Oh, I thought that could have been a pineapple situation, but no. Lift mobility on Ruben to make sure he lives for now. Unfortunately, rolls into a back air. Throws at the bucket again, gets sniped again, will go low, will make the ledge, and breaks his way out with the trampoline. High back air call out from Collins, but unfortunately calls out nothing. Counter doesn't connect either, and Ruben's trying to chase this one high, doesn't find the back air, doesn't commit to it fully, and Collins fades away from it. Calls out the up smash as well. Good dash attack there. Just throws out those back airs, looking for the kill blow. It's a safe move, beautiful parries as well, just to try and look for this killing blow, because right now Khanage has the percent built right now, and a beautiful counter, because you know Ruben's to play out this stock, and you can use his haste to his disadvantage. Now Khanage 3 stocks to 2 stocks to 1, as soon as I open my big mouth, Ruben just cleans it out, but a slight healthy lead for Khanage right now as he gets the down tilt follow up. Pins into the platform, and that's no quarter given. Up air chain won't really land fully. The back air will keep Khanage's advantage. Won't get the follow up though, as Ruben chooses to go for get up attack this time. And once again, trampoline into pressure. The up air will hit, and won't get followed up. Up smash from Ruben. Very greedy there. And ooh! Khanage just throws it out in terms of getting the shades are back on for Ruben. It's serious time now. He knows he's in disadvantage. He knows he needs to make something happen here. So yeah, I feel like I know exactly what we're in for, and it's flat zone 2. It's flat zone 2 on FD. We are now vibing on a VOD. I was going to say stream. We're not that privileged here to have a stream. We just have the one, unfortunately. But I'm glad you're sticking with us for all this VOD, as Khanage now on set point has to deal with the fully powered, fully operational Ruben, who can now spam forward air with impunity. Not that it's a particularly amazing move to be spamming, but he can do it. Good use of the call out on the rollback there, actually. Like, this is the other game plan that Game & Watch has, is that yeah, you can use the platforms to shark people with up air. Without the platforms, forward air becomes a better move, but it's still not a particularly amazing move that's going to warp your entire game plan around. It gives you access to better options, but I do feel the battlefield might have been better. That's a stage face. And Ruben just counted lucky stars, that didn't connect, because if it did, that was your stock gone, sir. 2 down smashes in a row and an up smash to follow up. We have entered true Game & Watch territory here. This is the true flat zone. It's Khanage. Not ready for Ruben to go all the way off stage to clean out that stock, and it will be the advantage going the way of the Game & Watch here in this fourth game. Goes still fry up. Doesn't get a lot for it, but... Oh, turn up 2 frames. Doesn't get the hit with on the trampoline though, as you know, it just arms through. Oh, counter, and he still hits shield, but gets buried, gets out smash, gets his stock taken. Ruben leads 3-1, throws out the taunt. This is the true Game & Watch experience right now. I'm surprised how explosive Ruben just is playing right now. This is unprecedented. Best of the last 3 games, and even the previous set we've seen from him. That's just a hammer in neutral. Why not? You're this far ahead, you might as well throw it out and see if you can just clean this one out real quick. Turnip will interrupt the leg. Oh, this could be a stock actually, because Khanage will go high, and the items won't allow Ruben to recover. It's going to be 2 stocks to 1 now. Still in Ruben's favour, but a window of hope for Khanage at least. Drag down with the nair to get him back with the up air is actually kind of nice from Ruben. Giving him the mixer, we haven't seen that in this set so far. Good, just landing down there to try and call out Khanage's buttons. Back has to snuff out the Peach Bomber. And Ruben tries to chase Khanage off stage, but unfortunately Khanage is the master of that himself, and he's going to say, no sir, I'm going to hit you with a power slam and clean your stock. This is now finals apiece, and Khanage, if he somehow closes this one out, does actually win the set, but he won't get an opportunity because he just walks into a down smash, gets buried, gets hit with a helmet, and will lose the game. Final round now for both of these players. It is 2 apiece, but it will be Khanage's counter pick here. Hollow Bastion was left open last time. Are we going to go straight back? No, we're going to go to Kalos Pokemon League. And I have to say, this might be a mistake for Khanage here, because we've seen how good Ruben is on these open platforms. I don't want to say too much too open, but like, you saw how much. Oh, wait, no, I take it back actually. I forgot about the presence of walls. That's one of the things that Peach can abuse a lot, is that the fact that once you force your opponents on a more linear recovery path, it is very easy for Peach to set up these offstage situations and come out ahead. So the neutral might be a little more in the favour of Ruben than the previous. Oh, that's the 3rd Stitch Face of the set. They throw it back and forth between themselves. Remember, Ruben has access to the book and reflects it onto shield. No, Ruben has it. Ruben has the Stitch Face. It's landed on the floor. Everyone calm down. Or at least to me. I think I'm done. Who cares? Either way. Oh, so I get way too excited about Stitch Faces. Like, it is a very powerful tool in the arsenal, but it's not like blow your face off like a bomb is. And then, I mean, the 3rd one I guess I can afford to get excited for, but right now it's a Peach Game & Watch. You know, this is a pretty stable matchup overall, I would say, and well, we'll see if Ruben can get some of the explosive so out of him on the FD game, but just runs up against the grab and chooses to. Ruben? You're doing okay there, buddy? You just sort of died there. A very reasonable percent. You could have lived for quite a while there, and you just got a grab and ran off to your doom. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, as focused on what Khanage was doing, seeing he was going to try and go low or high with the platform disposal, but Ruben has to be kicking himself out. So this is actually where the mental game plays advantage. Yeah, you were able to clean up this stock. What are you feeling right now? Because if you're sort of feeling a little bit of doubt or uncertainty, that's something Khanage is going to be able to exploit a lot. Because when you get it like that, you do tend to get a little bit more predictable. At least in my opinion. And this applies to all players. Is that when they start doubting themselves, they start falling into patterns, and Khanage is a very good player at recognizing patterns and putting his posterior in the pattern, for lack of better phrasing. Okay. You see Ruben just trying to play around Khanage more than anything. Tries to chase all the way off stage with his back air, but there's a lot of real estate to work with off stage, and Khanage has a very good recovery with a parasol that he's able to. Well, I mean, the recovery is good, but if you're just going to run into a smash like that, Khanage, you do deserve to get punished. Back air won't kill, but at least still up an off-stage situation. And the 9 gets abused off stage, and Ruben's not going to be too happy about that one. He needs to cycle it back off of it, you have to believe. But we'll probably wait till he gets knocked back off stage before he re-rolls it. Peach Bomb will hit shield, down smash won't hit, and that's a beautiful punish. That's not an easy move to actually call out in terms of frame data, but Khanage on top of it with the back air. So now, they'll dance around each other some more. Ruben just trying to fish for these back airs, fish for these down airs, just try and get something going here, because right now, he is behind, and this is set point. You cannot afford to be behind right now. You need to be on setting the tempo. Unfortunately, I think he might have set it himself with that SD, as fortunate as it may be. So now, Khanage going to play the slow off stage. Knows he can afford to play that far away from game watch, but before he just gets up into the back air. And now, final stocks for both players, and he rolls a 9 again. Ruben cannot get the good RNG on his side. That's when you, the one time you do not want the 9 is when your opponent is nowhere near getting hit by it. This is Khanage RNG. It's just occurred to me. This is just a continuation of Khanage just being the most blessed player I've ever seen in my life in terms of high rolls. 2 9s that had no chance of hitting him. Just puts it out of question for Ruben. He cannot steal a stock here. He's going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. And that's another. How? No! Sakurai, please! Okay, I mean, it's not going to affect you into this game, but, like, still, that's 4 in a set, and 2 9s that I haven't hit. I need to do some maths at the end of this set. Down smash won't hit. Down smash won't hit again. That fifth 5 stitch faces in 1 set! I am in pain! F smash won't hit. F smash also won't hit. Nair will, but it won't quite kill. Backhead won't connect either. This sort of pressure that Trampoline release force Khanage to go off stage will break through the forward air. Smash calls out the roll, and Khanage not going to give it away for free. The back air will clean out the stock, and Ruben will just about clutch it out. It was 3-2, but I feel like the story of the day is how does Khanage just keep pulling out stitch faces? Ruben, the pop-off, he knows what he was up against there at the end, and just about comes out ahead. And unfortunately, his work is not yet done, because that was only loser semis. Congratulations, you haven't got to play against Azalea. Nice.